Combat sports are booming, and technology is changing how fans all over the world watch the action. Chairman and CEO of One Championship, Chatri Sityodtong, joins us to share his latest battle plans. Welcome to The Exchange from our studio here in Doha. Now, two massive martial arts media companies sit at the top of the industry. The UFC and the One Championship are now both worth well over $1 billion, according to recent market capitalization figures. Dana White's Las Vegas-based UFC now has a $10 billion market cap, with Chatri Sityodtong's One Championship valued at $1.4 billion. But this explosion of popularity extends to other brands too, such as Bellator and the Professional Fighters League. And the big fight between the brands now is really all about how we watch the content. Streaming services and social media platforms have become the battleground set to decide the future of the industry. An estimated 300 million people now consider themselves fans of mixed martial arts, with popularity at its highest in countries including the United States, the United Kingdom, Brazil, Singapore, and China. And increasing numbers are trying the sport themselves. Last year in the United States alone, the market for martial arts studios and clubs had grown to be worth an estimated $9 billion. Chatri Sityodtong is the chairman and CEO of the One Championship. I spoke to him about growth, competition, and how he feels tech is helping to make leading sports brands recession-proof assets.
If you take a look at your phone, where millennials and Gen Z live, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, etc., you can't see the tennis ball, the basketball, the ping pong ball. You can't see the soccer ball very well. You can't see a 200-lap race in F1 very well on your phone. It's too long form, or you just can't see it. You physically cannot see the ball. You can see a flying knee. You can see a head kick KO. Bite-sized content, live. That's what combat sports is. There's 3 rounds of action, and then the next fight comes. So you can pick and choose which fighters you want to watch, and it's very bite-sized. It doesn't require you to spend 3-4 hours or 8 hours of your time. You can literally consume the content, enjoy it, and understand it, and it's very easy to use. There's 5,000 sports properties in the world, but I'm talking about the top 10, top 15, top 20, where One Championship is in a top 10 largest sports property. Because you hit scale and you actually can ignite fandom all over the world. And again, a single event for us several months ago, we were #1 on Twitter in the US, #1 on Twitter globally. At the same time that weekend, we were #1 on Douyin, Kuaishou, Weibo, which is a Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok of China. Simultaneous, different languages, different cultures, and yet we're able to, in one weekend, light up both countries, a country of 1.4 billion and a country of 350 million. That is the power of digital, and that is the power of sports. One of the benefits that one has, and why we're the world's largest combat sports property today in terms of viewership and engagement metrics, as per Nielsen, the ratings agency. It's because of our right values, of our heroes, who are genuinely heroes who inspire entire countries, inspire the world with their stories, their values of integrity, humility, honor, respect, courage, discipline, and compassion, the bedrock values of martial arts. And I think that ethos with One, as the home of martial arts, has really resonated all over the world.
Huge growth driven by global brands and the latest streaming technology. But with more and more people taking up sports like jiu-jitsu, boxing and Muay Thai, how are smaller businesses getting in on the act? Well, we sent our reporter Ryan Caperold to meet martial arts experts in Qatar, building a business around a shared passion.
Well, yes, Guy, I'm here today at the Qatar MMA gym in Doha, which is one of the biggest centres for the sport in the region. And in the last decade, this sport has grown massively, with huge fan bases across the world. So, how do businesses like this operate?
On a day-to-day is usually pretty busy. We run a lot of classes here for jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, MMA, and also for the kids, Muay Thai and jiu-jitsu. In this gym, we've been running some amateur competitions with all the protection and stuff. I had a couple of my students fighting here as well. And when you have 18-year-olds that come and fight, all their friends from school, sometimes even their teachers come to watch, and they like to see their friends win and like to see their friends fight, and that just brings more and more people. I think we can only grow MMA, and especially in the Middle East, since it's a new sport, just like it was in Brazil and just like it was in the US in the beginning. It is here now, right? It has to start from somewhere.
But what is the future of MMA? Can it continue against the odds and become one of the globe's leading sports? Well, earlier I caught up with Ron Westfall from the Futurum Group. He explained that streaming might be the key to the expansion in popularity for sports like this across the globe.
In fact, what we're anticipating is a spike in bundling. In fact, in the US, already half of new streaming subscriber ads are parts of bundles. And certainly a prime example is the Disney ESPN bundle. And so that, I think, is going to harbinger more of this. I think we're going to see more bundles that include certainly sports. That will not just be, for example, US sports, but certainly world sports.
Now it's time for our regular feature, Business in 60 Seconds. Start the clock. Fashionista shareholders of the global retail store Next will be hoping for good results when quarterly progress is reported this month. The fashion giant, which has stores across the world, in the last few months has made a pledge to cut the carbon emissions of the company by 2030, which has caught the eye of industry analysts across the planet. And what is the future of the biggest football club in the world? Well, this month, Manchester United is due to report its quarterly earnings projections. This comes as the 23-24 season has just kicked off amidst uncertainty over the future of the club, which has been subject to multiple takeover bids. And Ryanair is set to hold its annual general meeting this month. Europe's busiest low-cost airline has expanded routes over the last couple of months, with destinations such as Stockholm and Venice reaping the economic benefits of a huge influx of tourists. 3 seconds good, but not quite a knockout performance. Now, the business of combat sports is one which over the last decade has evolved on a huge scale. Public participation is at an all-time high, with sold-out arenas across the globe and packed MMA gyms. This huge level of growth shows no sign of slowing down. Well, that's all we've got time for on this edition of the show. Thanks for watching. Please do check out Euronews.com for all your latest business news, and join us again next time on The Exchange.